All right, ladies and gents of construction class, we're back in the shop today and we're going to do a little bit of a math problem. So a little bit of background, this is the roof rafter, kind of a truss, I guess, but a little more of a rafter. So this one is kind of set up, and what I've done is I've kind of made two gusset plates here just for visual aid. I'm going to eventually put these together with some plywood, but just came to the shop today and kind of did a little thinking, and these are just OSB scrap pieces. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a math problem to work on. So I'll kind of walk you through this, and I'll kind of have this written up for you as well. So what I did was kind of made some rough measurements on this, and these are just to kind of tie together the peak and where the bottom cord meets the top cord. So this is, let me come around to this other side here so you can see the numbers. Oh, that's not going to work either. It doesn't really matter. That was kind of silly. So this board is, I just cut this out to, it's just a 12-inch by 8-inch. So that one there is 12 by 8, and this top one I did a little bit differently, just because the angles are a little different. I'm going to stretch that out. There we go. So this is, what is that one? We're going to call that 16 inches, and we're not going to worry too much about being perfect on this, but, and then this is, my bad, it wants to spin on me. So that's 6 inches. So that one is 6 inches by 16 inches, and that one is 8 by 12. So what we're going to do is I kind of set these measurements so they would work pretty well out of a full sheet of plywood, which you remember is 4 feet by 8 feet, and you all know your multiples of 12, so you can figure that out. So what I want you to do is to do a little bit of math on this. I want you to figure out how many sheets of plywood am I going to need, or are we going to need? How many sheets of plywood are we going to need to cut gussets out on this? So a little bit of a review, just so you kind of there's going to be a little bit of diagramming. I recommend using a piece of paper to kind of map this out. So we're going to need, over here on this corner, we're going to do one on each side. So this will be the top side that we can see, and then if you flip it over, so you're going to need one on this side, and then if we flip this over, so 2 in that corner, 2 in that corner, and then 2 of the 6 by 16s at the top. So right off the bat, we've got a little bit of math that you can do there as far as how many of the little bit thicker ones and how many of the skinnier ones for the top. Overall, we're going to make 9 of these. And so that's going to be your next multiplication factor, is how many do we need per each one, and then how many are we going to need to do 9. Now, one additional factor is one of these, actually 2 of these, are going to go on the ends. And I think we talked about this. I don't know how many of you are paying attention when we looked at the sample roof that I had put together a couple weeks ago. On the ends, we're not going to put these on the outside of the gable ends. So when one of these gets set up and it'll go on the outside wall, when we put that one together, this whole surface is going to be covered with sheeting. And because of that, we're not going to put gusset plates on the outside edge of it, so we're just going to put it on one side. So we're going to need gusset plates for 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there, and 1, 2 there. And then we're going to need 9 of those, 9 trusses total, but if we line them up on a roof, number 1 and number 9 are only going to need half as many. So what I want you to do is, your math assignment for this is to figure out what is the least number of full sheets that we're going to need. So you're going to have to do a little diagramming, you're going to have to do some calculating and some planning and some multiplying and a little bit of thinking. So I just wanted to make this video. This will go along with the worksheet. You'll see this, and I'll communicate this, and you'll have seen that. So if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me.